Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we currently are losing this war. Well, technically it's our ally that's losing this war, but it is happening. It is something that we should be concerned about. I'm more concerned right now about this faction though. Honestly, is there anything we can do about it? Did we already request all of these guys convert? I believe we did. Yes. Okay. So there's very little we can do about this faction other than just fight them. And that's probably going to end up being the plan. Now, Colchester, we could definitely put in... I'm thinking we should swap the homesteads to farms and fields. That said, homesteads is better in terms of a balance between economy and military. And that's something we should consider, considering that our capital duchy is so small. Okay. We could begin work right now on building military camps and barracks here, and I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. I would also like, at some point, to start building castles. I don't think we have the tech for that, do we? No, we do. Okay, good to know. So we would definitely need to build... We could build 2 castles here. We need a city here, and I think that building that first is the higher priority. So we'll get that going. We need a city here as well. That holding is full. And this one we could build a castle. So we can build 3 castles and 2 cities in total. Right? No, we can build 2 castles here. We can build 1 castle and 1 city here. We are building that city right now. So for what we have right now, 2 additional cities, 1 here. And, okay, so 1 additional city. Right, this one's under construction. Okay, I'll wrap my head around this one of these days. We can get a total of 4 castles. Okay. So that would bring us up to, of course, 11 for our domain. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. So that's probably going to end up being our goal. We can extort our subjects, and we should do so. 19 dread? Done. Of course she'll be there. What does scraping the barrel actually do? Recruit a lowborn to fill a random court position. Okay. So that does not restore our levies. Restoring our levies is pretty important, but a lot of this that's missing here is actually in our pirate hordes. So, yeah, that's 5,000 of our missing levies. So we're actually only missing around 3,000 levies. Good to know. Okay, so that is all fine. We can easily defeat this faction, but not while we're helping Polabia over here. I'm just going to hope that they can deal with this themselves. They kind of can't. They've mismanaged this pretty badly. They're pretty screwed. That war's going to end. Okay. We are not going to help them. Wait, what just happened here? Oh, they're retreating. Okay, gotcha. That makes a lot more sense. I was like, hang on, where did all those other armies go? But they were just drawn on top. Are you commanded by ruler? No. You're a merc force. Are you commanded by ruler? Yes. Okay. Well, like I said, we're mostly going to ignore that. We've got our own problems. Wait a second. This faction's too weak now. In which case, what's their troop stack look like? $7,600. Okay, we can raise up here. We'll raise men-at-arms and a few levy troops. How many of each are we going to need? This is probably sufficient. Yes, this should be sufficient. At this point, I would like to come down here and work on fighting these guys. I want to fight their army and pull back some of this war score. Our allies have siege weapons, which we don't. We're working on it. But they can siege here, and we are going to come down and fight. Because that's what we're good at, and they're good at sieging. So let's head on down. I want to intercept this force. We don't have eyes on them anymore. There they are. Cool. So we head in here and fight them. This siege is not actually the war goal. This is the war goal. I wish they were sieging the war goal right now. That would be awfully nice. But we catch only part of this force, and that means that they get stack wiped. We are going to head around over this way. And that was just absolutely huge. We just got 50% war score from that. We're going to catch this force right here, and they'll get stack wiped too. Cool. Right? That's a stack wipe? No, not quite. It was very close to a stack wipe, though. We're going to come up over here and begin a siege. At this point, we've clawed back the war score. What we need at this point is the war target. That is the most important thing. Siege here, please. Don't chase this. Just siege here. That's all we need. Literally, that's the whole thing. Just siege here. Apparently, they're not interested. Maybe they'll bring in their siege weapons now? Who is this? Our courtier? No, get out of here. Well, we're going to put in one of these guys. We don't have a siege commander. Okay, so we're going to split off some levy troops here. We're going to take the rest of these and move them somewhere where hopefully they're not taking attrition. We're going to have to split them up. That's okay. Yeah, that's going to need to be split. So we're just going to start a siege over here. I see these guys walking this way. Hopefully our allies are going to come help us siege with their onagers. That would be awfully nice, but I'm honestly kind of doubting that they're going to do that. Okay, so I would like to split this force as well. And we're going to take these guys and move them over here. Cool. Hey, are you actually bringing in your onagers? You are. Beautiful. We have a breach there. Okay, our daughter was murdered. That's very rude. Very rude indeed. Apparently we need a concubine, so we can do this. We're related. That's probably not a great idea then. There we go. Cool. So once we take this, that's going to be a flip of a huge amount of war score. Sure, show in the Earl. Good effort. 10 onagers isn't huge. There's no doubt about that. But we are making some progress, and they're leaving. I don't understand what the AI is doing here. Come on, guys. We just need to siege this. This is literally all we need. Are they leaving because of this force here? Like, I mean, we can group these guys back together now that they're resupplied. They're coming over this way. Okay. White piece right before we sieged it. Okay. I see how it is. Well, we're going home. That's really awkward. Definitely not what I would have done. That's for sure. We can go ahead and carve a runestone, but I think that money is probably better spent on investment in London. Yes. We can't build the Tower of London yet because we need battlements. But we can definitely get these crop fields going. And that is absolutely something that we're interested in doing. In Colchester, I would like to get these barracks going as well. We should start raiding again. And how's the raid loot over in Popesburg looking? Pretty good, actually. So let's raid up, Yeah, let's raid up some raise forces here. Excellent. And we're just going to go here until our men-at-arms turn up. There they are. And we're going to head over and raid the Pope's territory. Cool. That is very valuable, and we will just grab that gold and head on home. This ransom is completely acceptable to us. And I would like to continue to construct here, specifically these barracks, but we can't do that right now. We'll be able to do that soon. Hey, there's a stewardship lifestyle perk. I like it. And we're going to grab, I think, Fearful Troops to reduce our men-at-arms maintenance slightly. Very slightly, but slightly nevertheless. Excellent. Hamlets have been constructed in Buckingham. And, oh, this is actually a solid one. 150 gold for that, and we immediately want to invest it. I don't want to raise a runestone right now. I want to build barracks here. Cool. In Bedford, we need to do the same thing, military camps and barracks. We can get started on that. I would like to increase our apparent strength, so that would be good. This ransom is acceptable. We need to continue to carve our way through here. I'm just thinking about the path that we're going to take. I probably should have gone here first, but this is still fine. Okay. So we've got about 100 gold here thus far, and there will be quite a bit more. Cool. It is very convenient to have a base to raid from in the Mediterranean. That is definitely true. This is not the only place in the Mediterranean we're interested in raiding, but this is certainly one of the better ones. There's a lot of loot here. Let's raid Rome quick. And this ransom is absolutely acceptable. 150 gold. Yes, please. We're going to invest that again. And that goes into Berkhamsted. Cool. And that's 37 gold. Sounds good. Okay. We are at 253 raid loot. The Pope doesn't seem interested in fighting us. I don't blame him. We are pretty scary, in all honesty. So we're going to get another, not quite 100 here, but we can continue to raid down the Italian coast, which is absolutely fine. We don't need to leave at 50 supply this time. This time we can leave at somewhere around 25 supply, I think. That should be absolutely fine. We'll just continue to raid our way all along this coast. We're at 461 gold from here right now. What is this ransom? Done. 102 gold, and that does mean we may be able to invest again. Buckingham? Not quite. We need 225 for that on the next month tick. There we go. Okay, so in Buckingham, we will go ahead and upgrade our barracks to level 2. We finished up our loot here. And we will just continue to raid our way down this coast. This is all very valuable. So that's fantastic. This ransom is acceptable. 15 additional gold. And we will continue to pillage. I'm going to pillage up this way. We're probably just going to go pillage Sicily and then call that good. We are at almost half of our loot capacity at this point, after all. We're 39 supply. This ransom is acceptable. How about this one? Yes, this is also acceptable. 15 gold. Always good. So we're going to continue to head in over this way. We are at 29 supply right now. Seems fine. And let's just continue to loot all throughout Sicily. $843 loot. Apparently we're a poet now. And this bishop ransom is absolutely acceptable for 45 gold. A little bit more to loot up this way. And then we'll head home. Fantastic. We are beginning to starve, which isn't absolutely great. But this has been a very long raid. No doubt about that. And a very profitable one, too. Like, we have enough here to build the Tower of London. Just, like, instantly. That's ridiculous. That is a whole lot. We do have a dangerous faction brewing up. We'll take a look at that in a moment. We are done with our raid at this point. Let's head back to Minorca. And off we go. Our culture has joined the early medieval era at this time. So, we now have access to these technologies. We're not quite done in the tribal era yet. We're still working on mots and onagers. Banus would be good too. Public works would be really good too. And city planning. All of this is important to us. So we want everything here yet. We're heading home, and this ransom is fine. That's 75 gold and another 15 gold. And we will deposit our 1,000 gold here and disband that army. Cool. At this point, we're going to come up over here and begin working on... Honestly, I think we need to build this city. There we go. And then all that we've got left is castle constructions, correct? Correct. Of which we can build 4. Okay. So with that being in mind, we do want to continue to upgrade our existing holdings. So we're going to put in barracks here. And I want to make sure that all of these are maxed out for their tech level before we really start building additional castles. Although, one additional castle isn't bad. We could build 1 additional castle. More than that would be potentially problematic. Now, what is this faction? Peasant rabble? In Minorca. I don't really care about that. Okay, that sounds good. So, in this city, we could build things. We could build things there, too. Actually, we can't. We're maxed out on our tech level there. We could definitely build a small trade port, though. Yeah. That looks fine. So we're definitely going to expand our holdings here soon. We're going to need to get up to a grand total of 11 holdings. We're not there yet, and of course, King only gives us +3. Once we go up to Emperor, that will be +4. That'll be nice. We should work some more on Norway. That is absolutely something that we should work on. And we may want to begin work on that immediately. Now, we do have to control this entire area over here. That is the North Sea Heartlands area. And that includes this section of Lithuania. It does not include this over here. It includes all of this, which we will go after soon enough. It does not include any of this. Good to know. So we would need to go after Lithuania for our de jure county here. Our troops are better. I'm not going to call them great, but they are better. So we'll declare that, and we will raise up a few troops. We'll raise up our men-at-arms. We'll raise up some levy troops. Because we need to control this whole area. These guys are not here yet. Now they are. Okay. We'll head up over this way. They have to fight us here if they want to prevent this from happening. So we'll see what they end up doing there. We have some of our constructions over here finishing up, specifically the city of Newport here. And I want to definitely put in guilds here. Top priority. Cool. Our rival died. That's completely fine. And we're going to get some cash upgrades here soon enough. I'm not sure when Lithuania is going to make their way up here. But I do want to split off a couple of units of levy here. Like so. And then the rest of these, they're just going to walk back over this way. Cool. I don't really want to leave this area and leave our siege force undefended. Lithuania is right over here, and they could get up here pretty quickly. So I'm just going to split this force, and we're going to see what ends up happening here. Okay, something kind of like that. Fantastic. What is this siege? What is going on here? Oh, okay. Internal conflict. Sounds good. So we're going to run out of cash here pretty soon, but we can extort our subjects, and we will definitely do so. We will get as much dread as we can, because that will also reduce our cost of our men-at-arms. So that'll be fine. We can do some of this stuff. We'll get some court grandeur here, and we'll put this guy in the dungeon. Cool. So we're going to have this siege done very soon here. 3 months. That's not too bad. Here they are. So at this point, we're going to group back up with this force. They don't win this fight. Especially since we just finished that siege. So that'll be great. That gets us ticking war score. At this point, we want to eliminate their armies and then go after their capital. So that's a stack wipe. This should stack wipe as well. Our son would be disowned and banished. Done. He's not our heir, so that's fine. We're going to head then... Oh, we can't middle mouse move. Oh, we could vassalize somebody, I just saw. We're going to head into their capital here. And who is that we could vassalize? Really? Done. Fantastic. Nice diplo vassalization there. They're all coastal, so we don't have to worry about anything there. Like, rules-wise. No problem. We're to come in and hit the capital here. And this should put an end to the war. Borough of Pool. Done. For the cash. Okay. So next up, we are going to want to upgrade in London, and we definitely want to upgrade our regimental clearings. There we go. I want to check in on all of these here and make sure that they are constructing if they can be, since we have the cash. Okay, only this one. That will be finished up soon. 4 months on that. Sounds good. As far as the siege of their capital goes, 13 months on that. That's a lot. I would like to put in a siege commander here, but I don't think we... Oh, we do have one now. Fantastic. We're going to put one of those in. That will speed this up dramatically. Excellent. These guys are going to come in and attack, presumably here. Why? Why go here? There's no point. We have 5 months left on this siege here. And now they're coming back. Okay, they're grouping up. Surely, yeah, they're going to go for the war goal. That makes sense. 6 months on that? 5 months? We'll see how they roll. They might have good rolls that make it so that they win that siege curve. These guys might delay us as well. I think we win. 31 days here. 10 days. That did not win the war. I'll be honest, I expected that to win the war. %. They're going to siege that back, and that means that we lose the ticking war score. So we're going to have to go back up over this way. Stack wipe them again. We are very low on supplies, so that's going to make this awkward, but we will win this. There's no way that we don't win this. That actually won the war for us. Cool. I was not looking forward to having to re-siege that, but we'll disband those troops, and that territory is now ours. We also have 1,100 gold at the moment, and I would like to do something with that gold. Specifically, I want to come down over here, and I want to upgrade our crop fields. And otherwise, I would like to start building some of these excess castles. So we can build one here, and we can also build one here. And then at that point, there's only this castle remaining, which I would love to build there, but we're missing 310 gold for the moment. We just inherited a crown. And let's take a look here. That needs repairs. We don't have the cash to do that, and it's about to break. So I'm guessing that that's not going to be a thing. Prowess +2, raid speed. That's pretty good. We can grab that spear, and we can equip these trinkets as well. And we can equip this crown, but it's going to break before we can reforge it, I'm pretty sure. We'll see. I mean, that event does pop up, I believe, but that's fine. Yeah, this is the crown here. So 245 gold. And that would only convert it into a court artifact. No, it's too expensive. So we don't get a crown. That's fine. I'm not too concerned about that one. So we can ransom off this person. Fantastic. And this person as well. And that's all good. We're currently ill, but it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to get our final castle constructed, and that is going to be over here. And that'll be great. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.